You're gonna be forced into another.
Beyonce's new love interest.
What?
So we were just talking actually at the break about being an Iranian in Hollywood, and this is always like an interesting question to ask any Iranian entertainer.
Iranian actor or just
Iranian actor in Hollywood or entertainer in Hollywood, because the experience is just there's some similarities and some differences, of course, because everybody's experience is different. But how many terrorist roles or how many typical Iranian kind of hostage, whatever kind of roles are you going to take on? And then, but you, Reza, you look, you could pass for different. You were saying like Indian and Latino and sometimes some different roles. And Anthony, you too. You can kind of not just.
I played Mexicans before, Colombians, and East Europeans.
Yeah, I see East European totally. So.
Only because our milkman was European, so.
I feel like there's a joke in there somewhere.
No,
you're not saying it.
That's a mom sleeping with the milkman joke.
Exactly.
Right. But we don't say that in Farsi.
So you did a project in a couple, like maybe a year ago, on Funny or Die.
Yeah.
It was a famous website. It's got a lot of really cool film shorts, and it was How to Be a Terrorist in Hollywood with Abu Nazir.
It was a satire about how so many Middle Eastern actors are sort of relegated to these terrorist roles, and Navid Negahban, who did a great job as Abu Nazir on the first 2 seasons of Homeland, became sort of this iconic terrorist figure. Abu Nazir did, and so it was the idea that he was instructing other actors how, if you want to make it in Hollywood, this is how you can be a terrorist. That real entree into the industry.
Yeah, this is your only way of getting in.
Yeah, it's basically that. But I think there's some subtle points here, which is that, like, if you look across the board and actually study actors getting in, you see a lot of actors playing their ethnicity to get in. I mean, I'm sure a lot of Italian actors get frustrated only playing mafioso characters, Indian characters only playing like,
tech support.
Yeah, tech support or something like that, or Latinos only playing like gangsters or drug cartel people, and so on and so forth. I think it's important for 2 things to happen. One, I think you have to get a lot of narratives out there that are Middle Eastern, that aren't just about being a terrorist. Because we have tons of wonderful narratives. So those have to be written. People have to be empowered to produce them and fund them. And then people have to have the courage to say, this is good media, this is good entertainment, let's put it out there. I mean, think about it. Argo wins the Academy Award, right? A Separation wins the Academy Award. I mean, these are stories that are related to our people, and they do great. They do excellent out there in the mass media. So why aren't our stories out there more, and why can't our actors get into those roles? They can't. We just got to do it.
Yeah.
And he's the person to do it.
Well, one of the people. There are a lot of great
You have to lead
people.
this one.
I'm sorry.
No, there are a lot of great
I correct
people.
myself. I stand corrected.
You were just doing Bollywood, and I got really distracted. Okay? In the middle of it.
He's one of the
like
people.
typical, and he starts doing Bollywood dancing.
Right. Yeah.
So that was like a satire, though, on playing a joke on the fact that like you get so many.
Right, and because Abu Nazir is still in people's mind.
Yeah.
And Navid Negahban, who did a great job, creating the character, and
And then,
but I do understand that a lot of Iranians, knowing that there are Iranian actors in there, you can't expect everybody to judge the clip the same. I laughed my butt off when I saw it. But a lot of Iranians who know me, and in a restaurant or whatever, coffee shop where I'm sitting, it's like, have you talked to your friend, Mr. Negahban? I said, Mr. Negahban? Because I don't know him as Mr. Negahban. It's like, maybe, why does he portray Iranians? I said, oh, you don't get the joke. I'm sorry. I cannot get into this. Navid has to be here himself to explain it. And if something has to be explained to you that much, you shouldn't even be watching any clips.
It's
anyway,
not entertaining for them.
I interrupted you as you were
no problem. Yeah. So so were you when people were asking you about it, you just didn't entertain it?
Well, no, but I could have gone many ways, but my answers are sharp.
Yeah.
And for Persian community, that's stainless steel sharp.
Yeah.
So I try to walk away from it very gently, saying, I'm sure I'll pass it on to Navid, but don't expect him to change things for you. The guy worked hard to be where he's at, and one day I was going to IMDb. His resume, you keep scrolling down the page, it never gets to the end. So this guy, obviously, his brain is in the right place, and he knows what he's doing. So to question, you can't change for people.
Also, Maz Jobrani's in the video. Amir K
Right.
is in the video. These are some of our leading Persian comedians. Like, of course,
Yeah.
it's a funny
Well, Ahmed
satire.
Ahmed too, right?
Ahmed Ahmed's in there. It's clearly meant to be funny.
Drama.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's
there
not
are
a
all these
drama.
comedians and Reza, who is also funny and bright,
Yeah.
and all you took away from it is Iranians look bad.
Yeah. Or they
Like-
didn't watch it, you know.
Yeah.
It could be. So then you did this, what you call a passion project, this screenplay that you finished about, you said it was about 4 friends that go on a European adventure, and it was Entourage meets Hangover meets Eurotrip.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's really cool because none of this has to do with, it seems like the focus is your passion of EDM, like electronic
Exactly.
dance music. So
Exactly.
tell me a little bit about what made you want to write it finally and...
Well,
you
it's
know,
actually
you know,
based
support.
on real experiences that I've had traveling in Europe and actually trying to go see one of my favorite DJs at the time. This guy
And
named
you were
Bob-
also a DJ, right?
And I was also a DJ when I was younger.
So another title.
No,
Yeah,
no.
right, perfect.
And so, you know, it's kind of like an homage to my love for dance music. I was one of those people who, when I was 14, I was listening to dance music, and everyone's like, "What is that garbage?" And I'm like, I'm like, if you listen to the right songs, you'll like
Yeah.
it. And now you can't even go to Vegas without being bombarded with flyers for DJ parties.
Yeah.
I mean, DJs have taken over; they are the new rock stars. And I was
Right.
on board, you know, back in the early or mid '90s with this kind of music. So I finally wrote this passion project. It's a feature-length screenplay. It's really fun. It's about at bottom, it's about 4 best friends. But the sort of conceit is that they're on this European adventure to see one of these guys' favorite DJs. So it was really a labor of love, and I just finished it, registered it with the WGA, and see where it goes from here.
That's
I read that
awesome.
on
Yeah.
the Facebook.
Yeah.
How great it feels.
Congratulations.
When we do come back from break, if we do, he has another
You want
title,
me-
Pioneer.
You're running
Pioneer.
the show now? You're running the
Yeah.
show?
Yeah,
Are you
of
going to take
course.
a break right now?
Yeah.
Where Islam is there, the war, Islam's war.
Typical Persian guy, man. Okay, this is what we're going to do.
I know.
I
You would just
decide.
for that we're not taking
You
a
know,
break.
I think I changed the color in this room. It's very dark, very depressing. It reminds me of
I know,
holy
I
month of
I walked
Ramadan.
in today, and Anthony, you came in. You had set up the camera and everything. You just took
Right,
you
because I wanted to have a
rearranged
moment
stuff.
of this. You know, you don't realize how deep my love for this kid is.
Aw.
He really works hard.
Stop it.
No. I joke a lot, but no. You know, I truly, genuinely love this young man who's sitting before us, and he's working really hard
Yeah.
to, you know.
Let me tell you how humble he is, though, Anthony. Because I asked him for a bio, and I said, "Hey, you know, when the guests come on, I usually ask for
And
some
he
sort
didn't
of
wanna bother you,
information."
so-
And he's just like, "I have some clips, you know, and here's my bio." And it
Right.
was like just things he likes to do in his free time.
I'm
And I was
I'm
like, "Oh my
working."
god!" Like, and I was like, "Oh no!" I'm like, "Is he?" I couldn't tell because I haven't met him yet. So I was like, he's either like really just used to other people doing work for him, and he's
Right.
like, "I don't want to do all this research and give her stuff," or I was like, maybe, and it hit me. I'm like, I think he's just really humble, and he doesn't want to brag about stuff. Because then he sent me like there's this timeline.
That's because
of
I had a
so
talk
much
with
that
my
he's
son
done.
from Firouz and
He's
his
done
dad.
So, seriously, and then I read it like Reza, and then I felt bad about myself. So thank you. First I was like,
Oh, so
I was like,
you
he's so
accomplished what you set
conceited.
out. You felt bad about
And then I
yourself.
was like, oh, this is all he did in like 5 years, and I was like crying as I read it. I was like, wow, he went to law school, and then now he's being very successful in Hollywood. Well, good for him.
He is, up to the point where I call him and I say, look, I'm doing a project and I want you to be in it. You know, it wasn't a matter of audition. The guy is so busy, he didn't even have
Yeah.
time for his father.
Oh, his Hollywood father.
Yeah.
Hollywood film. No, he's got a great father
No,
himself.
That's really great though, Reza. It's been really, really nice to talk to you, and I'm
Really
so glad
appreciate
to
it,
meet you.
Marcel.
And I'm
Thank you so
like,
much.
you're so articulate and eloquent, and you're speaking.
I
and
know,
talking
you
about
make
your
me sound
podcast.
illiterate.
Yeah, you're making us look stupid today.
You
No,
guys
you're
are too kind.
No,
No,
not
it's-
stupid.
so-
As stupid.
As stupid. Sorry, he's making us look as stupid. So, this is congratulations on all the work
Thank
that you're
you.
doing.
Thanks
I
for
would love
having
to
us.
come see your improv work, and
you very
know,
much.
if you do any screenings for your work. And I haven't seen Fiduz and his dad, but if you guys want to check out on YouTube, I'm gonna check it out. Fiduz and his dad. If you guys look up that title.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I also wanted to mention there might be people who are not comfortable with the English language that it's spoken between the. Even though my English is spoken like this,
Yeah.
but they may not get him.
Will you come to their house and translate?
Yeah.
No. I've taken the liberty of putting a subtitle in
Oh,
Farsi.
that's awesome.
So you can do Firuz and his dad, or Firuz and his dad Farsi subtitle
Subtitles,
if
great.
you're not comfortable with English
I'm
language.
going to send those to my cousins too, who speak Farsi.
Oh,
I
great,
really appreciate
great.
that.
And thank you, Massa, for having this show and for bringing us on and for having this platform for Iranian artists to come and
All
talk
right.
about their work. So thank you.
Great,
Yeah,
thank you. I'd love
because
to
it's too many words I can't. Whatever he
He said
said.
whatever he said. I was
Times
like,
two.
He just pointed to him. Anthony just
Right.
pointed to him. Yeah, what he said.
I mean that from the bottom of his heart.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming in. And
You're
Reza,
welcome.
I hope to have you back again soon and talk about the next stage in your project. And
Thank you for
give
the
some
warning.
More good news.
Thanks
Yeah.
for the
Thank you.
warning.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
See you
Thank
soon.
you so much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Javanan Radio, we're signing off with Mass Appeal with Massa
I love
and
it. Just take my
Reza
job.
Breakstone.
Take it over.
You're just taking my
Right.
All right, we'll talk
Thank
to
you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So, Miss Writer, tell me, what are you looking for here?
Same thing as you. Maybe meet someone special or maybe even love.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to laugh. I could swear I heard you say you're looking for love.
Yeah.
You're not joking? Are you kidding? There is no love. Love is only in the storybooks. There is only marry, boom boom, have children. Marry again, have more boom boom and more children. And so on. You get the picture?
What are you talking about? Boom boom? What are you even doing here?
Certainly not looking for love or getting married. What do you say? We just go straight to boom boom and you will love it. I'm very big, if you know what I mean.
That's disgusting. You know what, Usman? Thanks, but no thanks. This has been swell.
Well, not yet. But you know, you are Persian, right?
Yeah?
My friends tell me once you go Persian, there is a no better version. But I am here to tell you completely different. Once you go Arab,
Yeah?
well, that's it. You have everything you need. Oh, come on, seriously. Call my wives. Both of them will tell you they have everything they need. Here.